And right now, as we do each and every Tuesday at 3:15, folks, we're going to jump over to our man, Basil Chapman. You can reach Basil and talk to him every trading day, listening to his program, the Tiger Technicians Hour, every morning, 10 a.m., right after my program in the morning. And the opening call, as I said, folks, right on the front page of TFNN, Basil's outstanding daily newsletter. Okay, you can come on over the front page of TFNN. You hit that subscribe button. You can sign up for $149 for a month, $695 for 6 months. You save almost $200. Or if you want to go for the year, it's $1195. You save over 33%. You save $593, and they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. So I encourage you to think about the 6 month or the year, because I don't think you'll be disappointed with our man Basil Chapman. Basil Chapman, good afternoon. I'm doing well, man. How are you? You just cut in there a little bit, but I got you now. How are we doing this afternoon, Basil?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. So, what do we got going on in this market, Basil? We got a little bit of volatility, and we are only 100 points away from the highs in the S&Ps right now. What do you think?
Well, this is very interesting because we have a very strong rotational market here. We've gone into a lot more, certainly I've been raising cash for subscribers for a little while. We had some really outstanding, crazy positions that were in things like Symbiotic, which is now down, suddenly it got downgraded, but we had huge gains in it. We took that money off. We tried to get a little bit back again today, and got taken out for about a 3% loss, and it dropped even more. It dropped, it's 18 points lower. So I'm being really careful. I've tightened stops and anything. But what's really fascinating is we got long on the Dow, just off the low, and we've added to our position that was started in April. And so we're long, and we're trying to get a trading long. Besides that, we're trying to add to it via the UDOW, which we do have 3 times long. And the reason is, you can see this daily chart. I like to look at the 9-period exponential moving average. It crossed positive. That's a good sign. The MACD is crossed positive. That's a good sign. The red drift strength is a little gray. Let me just get the pointer working. The little gray line right here is doing very nicely. The stochastic, though, is a little disappointing. It's a 64%. I'd like to see it at 80% or more, but that gives us a little opportunity to say that if the Dow starts as leg B, that's above 47,571 in the next 2 days, that would be a very good sign, because I think that's when the stochastic will start to rally. But look at the weekly charts, and I've been talking about this for ages. The weekly chart, the 9-period moving average is still very strong, and look, the price is holding so well. So I have to consider this is a big positive. And if I look at the monthly chart, this is still a leg A. We have the whole of December to see whether we break above 48,431, the all-time high, to continue leg A, or if it fails to do that, it makes a peak A. And the Chapman methodology, let me just get to this real quickly. We like to identify the lowest low bar, then count each successively higher peak. There's usually a good chance that when it goes to a peak A, and then it starts the leg B, that you've got a buy signal that's probably going to be upgraded to a buy mode. The objective is to always get to 4 higher peaks. If that's the case, then the monthly chart is still only in leg A, and that means you can't. It's basically a 7-wave form. You get to leg D, the 4th highest peak, where you got to be careful. That would take. This is the first month. We still have to have 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up, 6 down, and then 7. That takes you into halfway through 2026, and that would imply that every other month makes a new high. So that's that. So we're looking at this is very positive. The other thing is we've started to add to positions. So we've got some conservative positions. I say conservative because, look, we bought General Motors. I'm not sure just how high it can go before it has a bit of a pullback. It's at an all-time high right now at 73.70. This is I'm going to say it again, General Motors. I mean, who even talked about General Motors at highs? It's just with the economy and everybody talking about interest rates, etc. It's amazing that it's doing this well. Also, we started a position in the IWM just off the low, quite a bit off the low, but we're in it now. We're long, and I'm anticipating that there will be catch up in the Russell 2000 at some point. So this is a very different portfolio to what we've had before. The concept here is that we're going into the old fuddy-duddies. Look at this, Alcoa. This is Alcoa. cyclical stock doing so well. It's up. It's at 41.56 from the 35.17 low just a couple of weeks ago, and this is deep cyclicals, aluminum. So I'm looking at different things in this particular phase, and I'm really, we're still in our Bank of America, but I'm thinking now of adding more contemporary banking shares. I don't know yet which ones, but look at it, SoFi. This is SoFi. They call it SoFi Technologies, online banking, financial solutions. Look how nicely it's doing right here. So this is a different portfolio, and within the context of what we're looking at. Oops, I went to the futures. I just wanted to show you something here in the daily charts. So I had spoken to you about this, and I said that I believe that we're getting some kind of a low, and that I like to look at it as if it's an earthquake and an aftershock. Every once in a while, we get an internal low without the residual low. That means you got a V-shaped recovery. I don't know if this is going to be. This is the Dow chart right now with the yellow background, and I use this every other time. It's got internal high, residual high, or internal low, and then slightly, just a little later, you get the residual low. This is a fabulous move to the upside. So I'm kind of impressed, but it's actually a lot more selective than one would think, looking just at prices. So within that context, it's important to kind of figure out that for instance, let me just show you this here. This is Iran. This is a stock we're still in. We've taken really good profits from this. Let me just get it right here. And we're going to try to get back in. We were in the 22s, and it screamed up to the 78, 76, 88 level. Now it's down to 43. I'm just watching this closely, and this is data centers, renewable energy, GPUs. I'm just looking at this and saying, are they kind of done right now? Is that why we're rotating into all these other areas? I mean, look at this. Here's Walmart. This is, I call these fuddy-duddies. This is the old school, all-time high. So this particular phase of the market moving up right now is very different to what we've seen before. I have still kept our core mining. It had a fabulous move, but I'm impressed with silver, the way it's rallied, and it's kind of led. It was at an all-time high yesterday. It's just below that. It's in leg C. It should go to a D. So gold and silver didn't give up the ghost. They've held very well. It was a very sharp pullback. It doesn't look like it now, does it? Look, from the 20th of, around about the 20th of October, look at that sharp pullback, but now it's gone much higher. So I'm thinking that this is where you have to be much more selective. But I'm also looking at now single digits for subscribers. I now want to start adding some single digits stocks that are showing really good signs of having strong moves. There was one that I mentioned today, but we didn't actually get into it because we were following it. Here's a stock, hadn't heard of it before, Smart Sand Inc., fracking sand, mining, logistics. Look at this fabulous move. Just today alone, it's up almost 6%, and it's only in leg C. So I'm looking at and it's at $3.40. I'm looking at now low-price stocks to add to our portfolio for subscribers, because we've got some biggies, and they seem to be working now.